Hello, hello everyone. My name is Jansaya. So today my topic is about how to explore the needs of students. I came across so many students and they come to me and complain about their teachers because their teachers do not care about their needs. So today I will give you some tips about how to define the students' needs of the education. So, as a teacher, we all know this quotation. Malcolm Forbes said that education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one, and it's reminded us that the education purpose is to define the students' needs with an open-minded. So this requires us to pay attention to the needs of students at different levels and to promote their growth. And in our education and teaching, how to meet the needs of students at different levels and promote the development of students. And in this lecture, I will tell about this one. So let's start. The first one is communication. As far as I know, many teachers, they do not want to communicate with students, thinking that students will not meet again after graduation and there's no need to communicate with students. In fact, this kind of thinking is not correct. Only by communicating with students can you know what their needs are, and then you can know their shortcomings and that you have in the teaching process. And at the same time, life is just a process, nothing external. So there's no need to purpose circumstance. Students, they all have the desire to communicate with their teachers. And the next is we should have a deep understanding of the actual situation of students. While going in an in-depth understanding of the actual situation of students, it's very important to understand students comprehensively. So we should analyze them and grasp the actual level of each student. Everything for the sake of students, everything from the actual students. Through talking with students and taking tests, we can study each student's actual learning situation, personality, traits, and cognitive style in a targeted way, and keep finding out teaching methods that adapt to actual situation of students in teaching process. And next is awarding. We all know that students really have some prizes from their teachers. So we should talk about this awarding section. Making learning rewarding and enjoyable for students is actually a process of students satisfying their own needs. Therefore, students at different levels are given different levels of problem, requirements, and tasks to solve and complete on their own as much as possible. So their needs are met in the classroom so that their learning is an active, proactive state. Also, the rewarding could meet the student's needs based on the performance. Students will feel a sense of reward if they receive affirmation and praise from their teachers. Particularly, attention is paid to praising students who have made progress so that they can do a good job and a good state of mind to students. Teacher must start from respecting each other as well, because respects all different kinds of students' personality is very important for students to have a strong desire to learning. And so that students' ability can be improved on the basis of original ones. Teacher must provide students with a more diverse learning styles and environment so that students can learn selectively according to their own condition. And also, we should create a hierarchy of classroom assignments. This require classroom homework training is a very important way to develop students' abilities. Teachers should design multi-level exercises for different levels of students to choose. The type of question from easy to difficult for me gradient for advanced students to do basic homework. The question should be easy to difficult and have their own special assignments as well. And also the choice of topics. The choice of topics, teachers should take into account local condition, the development of resources. The choice of topics should pay attention to the combination with the reality, to guide students to pay full attention to the local natural environment, which is very helpful to improve students' research study and help to cultivate students' sense of social responsibility and class participation. And also, teachers should adapt to differences. We all know that there are so many different kinds of students in classroom, so we should take advantages of their strengths. Because of differences in each student's ability and interests, there are also differences in the level and the content of the research studying topics. So there should be a focus on the determination of learning objective. And the arrangement of learning content should have its own characteristic in order to provide the space to fully develop their strengths. And also the understanding the difficulties. A teacher needs to keep pay attention to the students' difficulties. They should understand their difficulties and provide the target guidance. The teacher should be the center of the students for their information exchange. In this process, we should pay attention to the development of each student's in terms of characteristic, personality, and ability. The teacher will give timely encouragement and guidance to help them build confidence and fully increase their motivation for learning. And the teacher should direct the students' research to existing conclusion and should provide information, inspire ideas and knowledge. Exercise that are a little less difficult can be done by the best students to help advanced students. Through the interaction between students, we could also give there some interaction and inclusive teaching learning style will give them a more safety in the classroom. And all this could promote the common progress of students at different levels. So my learning course plan of how to define the students' needs is come to an end. So thank you for your attention and see you next time.